It's very cold, so I think I'll just make this quick. I think in life it's important not to sensationalize your hobbies or professionalize your hobbies. I think hobbies should stay as hobbies, and I think your profession doesn't have to align with your hobbies at all. I think obviously I'm a 22-year-old. I think I categorize as a Gen Z. I'm not too sure about that, but you know, a lot of us wanna have these type of careers with no label, and we want a level of freedom that will allow us to do whatever the fuck that we want. Um, but sadly, in the real world, this is not the case. Now hear this. When I was younger, I wanted to be a footballer, like many other boys my age. But despite how good I was, I think I could say I was better than maybe 70 or 80% of the players that I would play against. It's still not enough to kite at that level. I think many make it into the professional game, and like it's not even like the money is outstanding. The money is crazy. I mean, we're talking about Premier League players, which are the top of the top of the top of the top, and it's a very very small margin of boys from the areas I'm from, or from any area in this country, or internationally, that really make it to that level. And I was nowhere near that level. So what do I do? Do I stop playing football for a time? But you get older and you start to miss what the sport used to give you, that exhilaration and obviously that fitness, that level of exercise. So you pick it back up again. But it's not with the ambition to make it into the Premier League or to start for Chelsea. That's not why you're playing football. You're playing football for the other attributes. So you go to Sunday League, a player like me, I'll go down to the Sunday League club, be one of the best players inside the squad. Now it's not gonna be a top level. I'm not trying to challenge for the step fours, the step fives, but at the same time, I like a competitive game. Football's always competitive when it's played among men and among boys also. But at the same time, you know, win or lose, it's not gonna the results not gonna bother me during the week. I'm not gonna be thinking, oh, how am I gonna make the squad next week? Because you pay your subs, you play your football, and you fuck off back home. All right then, let me move on. Now listen to this. Now I'm always dropping music on my channel and stuff, yeah. And people are always telling me, why do I do this and why do I promote it on TikTok and all of these things there? It's because look, I'm 22. My ambition isn't to become a rapper or a musician. To me, I don't see what I'm gonna get out of life as a 22-year-old that becomes a rapper musician. There's no structure during your day. You wake up in the morning. Say for example, I was an affluent entertainer, could be an actor or a musician or whatever. You wake up in the morning, there is no regimen, there is no structure. I'm the type of person where it might even be better for me to have my own business or have a 9 to 5 where I must go in. You know what I mean? Because I'm a Leo. I can tend to laze about and I won't go unless I'm really pushed to my limit. So, you know, I'm 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 digressing too much. But music, right? So I'm dropping music. People are saying I should do this, I should do that. I should try and promote my music there. I should try and use this tactic. But look, music is my outlet. It's not my profession. When you hear the music that I make, it's not anything which is uh how do I say it? It's not the type of music where you don't play those music in various types of conditions. It's either you understand what I'm feeling or you don't understand what I'm feeling. But the problem is with social media and things, because you use social media as a way to sort of push out your outlet, to search for others who resonate with your feeling. People just automatically think that this is your thing. So listen to this, yeah. As I'm growing older, I'm a father now. I'm married. I have a wife. I'm thinking, how do I make myself useful? The other day, the toilet went up when I flushed it, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to call a plumber now. I'm thinking, I'm 22 years old, and I'm calling another man to come inside my house and sort out my toilet. Fuck that. I went on YouTube, said boom, boom, boom. You need to do this and X, Y, Z. So I went to the market, copped a plunger for like £2. Man was just in that shit, just bro, like t-shirt over my nose and that, just plunging that shit. And guess what, bro? That shit went down. You get me? Excuse my language. The problem is when you're in poverty, your language decreases, and that's just what's happened to me. Many of you know my language has dropped off. I never used to swear so much, but when you play football as well, and it's give me that fucking ball and da 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 da, like your language just your quality degrades. And that's what's happened to me. So forgive me on that part. I won't be monetized on this video anyway, so it doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I'll put some music that I produced around this. Who knows? So yes, yeah, I just want to be useful, and I know that I'm someone. I know that I'm. If you listen to my music, you know that I've got this fascination with Bentleys. That for me, when I see myself as a 60-year-old man or a 55-year-old man, like a man around my father's age, I must be pushing a Bentley there. I can see myself in a Bentley there, but obviously that doesn't just extend to the Bentleys. I love all types of cars. So I said, you know what? All right, David. All right, Emmanuel. All right, Solomon. We're gonna learn how to fix cars. Because what if my situation doesn't improve and I'm still poor at the age of 35, or I'm still going from paycheck to paycheck? What's gonna happen then? I still have a dream of having multiple cars, from getting that E53 BMW X5. You know what I'm saying? To getting that Generation 1 Ford Fiesta. One of them gully ones, them small cars. I love them. But the fact of the matter is, if I'm not a millionaire, or I don't have, stupid amounts of money, how can I still get the most out of life? And for me, driving multiple cars is getting the most out of life. Going on holiday is getting the most out of life. Having as many children as you want is getting the most out of life. You understand? So that's up to me now. Now I want to fix cars. Boom, how do I do that? I might have to go back to school to do that. That's what it's like. You know what I'm saying? I say to myself, I wish I knew these things when I was younger. Like, what I wanted to do, like, what actually interested me. But you don't, it's tough. When you're a child, you're a child. And that's just what it is. I think I've got to do differently with my son and things. Because my father, it's academia. He wanted me to be a doctor, but I don't know. Do I look like a doctor to you? I'm about to say, you know what, slap, some cold water on that, You put a bit of hot rub on that, you'd be just fine. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody steps on a sea urchin, just whip up that shh and just wheel all over the foot. You get a ham. Let me professionalize. So right then, I think the point of this is just that saying that you don't have to professionalize, or you don't have to make your hobby your sport. You know what I mean? It's very tough being a footballer. It's very tough being a musician. Your career's going like this, and it's not gonna stay there. At some point, you're gonna go down. But when you have a profession, you can climb up a company, you can do this, you can open a business. That one don't do well, you can just open up a next one. It's like life, like you start to see things, like you start to be less ageist. You know what I mean? Like I used to think, right, I'm 22, like what am I gonna do? I should really kind of just be like have a thing right back now. But do you know what? Like I still know that I'm young, and like I've got loads of time to figure it out. But I think in these vital years, 22 to like 20, like to my late 20s, I think it's about acquiring skills. If I can learn how to fix a car top to bottom, from doing engine work, suspension, to even dealing with the electrics and that, and doing interiors and things, I'll be very happy with myself. Because even if man's sitting in a dingy council flat, I could just get £500, get one knocker off Auto Trader, and just do it up and feel satisfied. You know what I mean? So I think it's about what you want to get out of life. So, and I'm not saying that driving multiple cars that's my life completed. Also, I mentioned other things. I want to do travel. You know what I'm saying? Like I want multiple houses. For me, that's true wealth. Not just one detached yard in London, overpriced for what, £2 million. No, I want a yard in Malaga. I want a yard in Nigeria. I want a yard in Jamaica. I want a yard in Turkey. You know what I'm saying? I want to go I want to be able to drive to these places. I want to hop in my BMW 7 Series and just boom, go to Dover, get the ferry, drive down France, and just, you get me, and just drive. You feel me? And pop to my yard over there, get my family to fly over in the summertime. Like that's what I need. You get me? So, and apart from that, like I want to live a good life with my wife. You get me? You see, in life, you only get your only prize. Your only prize is your companion, whether you're a husband or that's your only prize in life. Because your children will grow up and they'll start their own families, and they might not even check for you or not. Your children might grow up, and boom, it's like your children can grow up and say like they hate you for whatever reason. It's like you can't control other people, but people that have come together, that have chosen to be together, that's a strong bond. You get me? And it's important to obviously get the most out of life in that respect. I apologize for my language and my rambling, but I have to be very transparent when I'm talking about these things. I don't know if I'm speaking too fast. Most likely I am speaking too fast, but Those that understand. And I just kind of just wanted to get this off my chest. First vlog in a very long time. I'm in this beautiful park over here, and it's absolutely beautiful. Yes. 10-minute video, it's not too bad. Apart from this, is there anything I want to shed light on? That's about it, to be honest. Bentley's still not here yet. 2024 is coming to an end. 22 years old. But I should be going to Manchester in January still. If you lot want me to vlog that, I'll vlog that. Just put a like on the video. Or just comment. Yeah, do the Manchester vlog. Nobody will fucking comment though, man. That's the thing, man. It's like... Anyways, man. It doesn't matter. Anyways, peace out. David Solomon. Shh.